welcome to Gaming and Tech HQ. Today we're here at the Game Awards. So the awards will be giving out on December 9th, and they're doing a bit of a public vote to get everybody to vote for what games they think were the best of the year. Of course, we won't have played a few of the games, so we'll just base those votes on what we've heard about them.
We'll guess.
Exactly. I'm here with Dad today. So first, Game of the Year. Right. I've never heard of that.
Which one?
Deathloop.
Yeah.
But I've heard of all the rest. Now...
Have you played any of them?
No. Resident Evil Village and Metroid Dread aren't the kind of genre of game we usually play. So I think we'll rule out those two. Ratchet and Clank and It Takes Two. I've heard good things about both of them. And It Takes Two always has really nice graphics as well. So I think we'll just go with It Takes Two for this category.
So here's the thing. It's a slightly odd voting system because presumably most people, if they've only played one or two of the games, are going to vote for one of the ones they've played for.
Public
so
vote
doesn't it end
only...
up going for the best-selling game?
Public vote only makes up part of the category because they decide some as well.
Best game direction. It looks like all the same games again.
Returnal wasn't there before.
Okay.
Award for Outstanding Creative Vision and Innovation, Game Direction and Design. Ratchet and Clank was innovative as far as I know, so we'll go with that today.
I've seen a trailer for Psychonauts and it looked quite good.
I haven't seen a trailer for Psychonauts. Outstanding Storytelling and Narrative Development. I think Life is Strange told a story. They all told stories, but they all told them in different ways, except for Deathloop. I'm not sure about that. Doesn't look like it told much of a story, it just looks like a shooter. I'll go for Life is Strange. We're kind of just winging this, because I haven't played lots of these games. I'll get to the end and I'll realise I haven't played any of the games, won't I? Best Art Direction. I did want to play that game, but it was PC only and we don't have a PC.
Psychonauts, I've got to say, looks really cool.
Well, they've both got art in the names.
No. Psychonauts has really good graphics.
Should we go with Psychonauts then? Dad's to go with that one. I would have gone for Artful Escape, but alright. We'll have to let Dad choose one of them. Best Music. Well, that was a game based on music. So you'd hope it'd have good music, wouldn't you?
Fair enough.
Cyberpunk was a buggy mess. I'm put up with that one because it's got the version number in the title. We'll go with The Artful Escape.
Did Cyberpunk have good music, despite being a buggy mess?
We don't know that. Audio design.
Is this a bunch of games we haven't played again?
Yeah. Forza, maybe.
So when you were saying at the start there may be a few games we haven't played, possibly there might be a few games we have played.
Yes.
Or possibly no games we've played.
We'll go with Forza.
Okay.
If there's any we definitely don't know, we'll just skip them. Forza had lots of nice noises of cars going along racetracks.
Oh, wow.
I bet they sound really nice. Best performance. So it's just like voice acting.
This definitely has to go to Giancarlo Esposito, because he's a great actor.
Have you heard of any of the others?
No.
Right, we'll go with that guy then. Games for Impact. So, that game I've got, but I haven't played yet. And I kind of wish I'd played it now. I was going to play it this morning, then I didn't.
Hang on, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
So that game had LGBTQ themes.
Yeah.
That game touched a lot on mental health.
Yeah.
That game I was going to play this morning, then I didn't, and I've got no idea about the other two. That was a game about loss and meaning, I think. So we'll just have to go for it.
Well, you tell me.
Chicory, I wanted to play anyway without hearing about Games for Impact. So we'll go with that. Or shall we go with No Longer Home because I've downloaded it?
I don't mind.
I think we'll have to go with No Longer Home because I've actually bought that one and I'm ready to play it. So, awards for a game for outstanding development evolves the player experience over time. Well, I've heard bad things about that, bad things about that, bad things about that, bad things about that, and bad things about that.
Do you want to skip this one?
We'll go with Genshin Impact. All the others are like shooter games, and I don't think that is. Don't quote me on that, but we'll go with Genshin Impact. Oh, indies. We're good at indies. I've played none of these. I thought we were going to have an indie we've played then. Basically, we play loads of small indie games, and loads of these aren't small indie games. So 12 Minutes was made by Ubisoft, and it was a game that cycled around the same 12 minutes, like a time loop.
That sounds quite cool.
I'd like to play that, actually.
Yeah, let's go for 12 minutes then. I like the
Kenna Bridge of Spirits was like a tactical battle game with... Again, don't quote me on that. I think that's what it is. Devolver Digital, I've played games by them before, but I've got no idea about those two games. And Inscription, I've never heard of. Shall we go for 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Next category. Oh, this one's presented by Verizon, apparently. Oh, I suppose it's because it's a mobile game. Well, I haven't played Verizon's like a phone carrier.
Would this be another one where you've not played any
of the
games?
Fantasia's on Apple Arcade. And I was going to play it, then I didn't. Why do we keep getting these ones where it's like, I've heard of them, but I haven't played them? Well, I don't know. They made all the sets. They like built all the sets instead of animating them. And then animated characters over the top. That's about all I know. Wildcat will be angry with me if I don't choose Pokemon, won't he?
Go on then, pick the Pokemon one. He likes Pokemon.
Wildcat loves Pokemon. Best community support. Epic Games always send me an email whenever I purchase a game on their store confirming it.
So you're going to vote for Fortnite?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I've got no experience. Oh, EA have rubbish customer support. So we'll go with that one. Chevrolet's a car, isn't it? Alright. Recognising software or hardware that's pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Forza's on Xbox Game Pass.
What do they mean?
I don't know. I'm just deciding what can be played by a wider audience. I think those two are PlayStation 5 exclusives. That I wouldn't call that a wide audience.
Don't they mean like disabilities or something?
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure.
That's on PC and Xbox Game Pass. Go that one. I'm not sure what half of these categories mean. Best VR or AR. That got really good reviews.
Resident Evil 4.
I've heard of Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only two I've heard of, so we'll go with the Resident Evil here.
Okay.
We're having fun today, just voting for games we've never heard of. Yay! Best action game. I've had enough of Deathloop now. I've seen it too many times, so Deathloop can go away. I've never heard of Chivalry or Returnal. Far Cry 6 I've heard of, and Back 4 Blood I've heard of. And I've heard of Deathloop now. Go with Far Cry. Because the graphics look alright from the picture, don't they? That's got a rubbish picture. See, don't judge a game by its cover unless you do judge a game by its cover like we're doing now. Best action or adventure? Hang on. Psychonauts is action.
Well, you're running around and being shot at and jumping about, and from the picture it looks fairly action-packed, doesn't it?
So does Metroid. And Metroid got really great reviews. And it's made by Nintendo. And Nintendo games are usually good except for Pikmin. So we'll go with Metroid here.
Okay.
Because I've got no idea. And that'll have to do. Best role-playing game.
So which was your favourite out of all the ones you played here?
Well, Cyberpunk was a buggy mess, so I'm definitely not going to vote that.
Who's going to vote for Cyberpunk? Everyone hated it.
I suppose we'll go Monster Hunter Rise, because I think it was Nintendo again. And Nintendo game's usually good, isn't it? I watched beat-em-ups playing that one and he seemed to enjoy it, so... Best fighting. Hang on. I'm definitely not voting for the SpongeBob. Except it's the only one I've heard of here. And that one sounds a bit naff, doesn't it? And so does that one. How long can you make a title? The developers have the same name as the game. Who names their developmental company after their first game?
I don't know.
We'll go with the Nickelodeon one then. Because that's got horrible graphics. That's got horrible graphics. That's got horrible graphics. And that looks a bit meh. So does the Nickelodeon one, to be fair. Maybe we just don't like that genre of game. Family games. Oh, I've played these. I've played that one. I've played that one. And I've seen a load of YouTube videos on that one. I'm going to have to go for Super Mario 3D World because I've played that and I've been really enjoying it. I play that every day. I'm working my way through the levels. Eventually, 2 we've played except they're all the same thing.
At least you voted for one of them.
Best sim or strategy? Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bet it's great flying around in a plane with your VR headset on. I bet it's awesome. Bet it's really fun. Maybe. Alright, best sports or racing? FIFA's football, F1's racing, Hot Wheels is racing. I think that's racing, and that's racing.
Well, Riders Republic is presumably bicycles.
I don't like racing, and I don't like football. But which do I hate more? Racing? Go for the Hot Wheels. It looks more fun and family friendly than the others. Don't you think? The others look a bit pro. Hot Wheels looks more like Mario Kart. Best multiplayer. It Takes Two was built all around multiplayer and nothing else. You can't single player it. So you'd hope it had good multiplayer. So we're going with It Takes Two.
Fair enough.
Again. Content Creator of the Year.
Who are they?
I've never heard of them. I've never heard of them. I've never heard of them, and I've never heard of them.
Who's Dream?
Dream does Minecraft. You'd think when they had Content Creator of the Year, they'd have people like Dan TDM on here and stuff. Instead, they've got all these people I've never heard of.
Dan TDM has been very quiet recently, though.
Yeah. But there's more well-known gaming creators than these guys. I suppose I have to go with Dream. Sorry if I insulted Fused Eagles, Ibai and Grefk.
I doubt they're watching.
Alright. Best debut indie. Oh, I always like the look of Sable.
Sable looks cool.
And
Let's vote for that.
I always like the look of the Artful Escape, and I kind of liked Artful Escape more, to be honest.
Oh no, I like the look of Sable.
Rock, paper, scissors, Dad. Come on. Rock, paper, scissors.
I win.
Okay, Sable.
Scissors beats paper.
Next category. Presented by Prime Gaming.
Most anticipated game. Well, this is a bit like all our categories. What's the game that looks
None
the
of
best
these
you
are even
haven't
out.
played? Well, that's what I mean. Most
So this is better for us
anticipated.
to vote. The sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's a good name. I hope they call it that. Nintendo, call the game the sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, please.
A bit like Untitled Goose Game.
I've never heard of any of the other developers. Actually, I've heard of Bethesda and Bandai Namco. We'll have to go with sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild because I like the name. Next category! Grubhub. Yeah! Dota.
Hang on, what's the category?
Best esports games, like online sports. So Valve owns Steam.
Valve.
Valve?
Valve.
Like the thing you put on your toilet.
A Valve.
We'll have to go with Counter-Strike because I've actually heard of that one.
Valve are in there twice.
In fact, I think I've heard of all of those, but I don't know any of them. Best esports athlete.
I like the way they're all wearing slightly sporty gear.
Yeah. They've got a cool, nice, blurry background, and I've never heard of any of them, so it's going to have to be them, because I like their blurry background. Trophies, I think. I think he's bragging a bit. Best esports team. So they play Call of Duty. They play League of Legends.
This one, Natus Vincer, looks suspiciously like one person. How do they get best team? How about the first one, just because there are four of them? That's a proper team.
I give him credit for doing the team by himself. Oh no, there's another person sitting there. Oh, I've placed my vote now. Never mind. Hope you're okay, Natus, if you're out there.
Esports coach, that would be like me.
Why?
Well, the ones who don't actually play, but just go, yeah, come on, quick, jump, no,
We don't play esports, though.
No, that's true.
Again, I like these people with the blurry cameras and the moody expressions, so we'll have to go with Andrew. Next category. Why is there so many on esports? I don't do esports. Esports event, League of Legends. What's PUBG?
Don't know, which did you enjoy the most? I think PUBG, that was brilliant this year.
Yeah, it was great.
Or last year.
We definitely watched the whole thing. And now, there's one last thing.
Hey, we've earned a badge.
Ooh. There is there's the player's voice as well. So let's go vote now on the player's voice.
Mine sounds like this.
Oh. We're tallying the votes.
Go home.
That's
not very friendly.
That was a fun vote. Anyway, thank you for watching us. Basically, wing it today.
I hope our comments and votes were really insightful in terms of games we've never played.
Goodbye!
Bye!